Hello, what is up guys? It's Evil Duo Arm here today, back with another Blade and Soul video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the new event that's coming out on August 21st, Hongshil's Summer Blast. So that starts in 6 days from this video going live, and it's actually the combination of two previous events that we've had already before. The first is the Hongshil's Secret Storehouse, and the second is the Frozen Carnival. We're going to go into both of those in a little bit more detail, starting with Hongshil's Secret Storehouse. So I don't actually have any footage of this dungeon. I do apologize. It was like when I was on a little bit of a break from Blade and Soul. But this event, basically what happened is you went into a dungeon. Inside of the dungeon were a bunch of training dummies. You would kill all the training dummies, and we're talking like 20, 30 of them at a time. So if you have a slower computer, your computer is going to struggle to run this one. But there's a bunch of training dummies. You fight them all, you kill them all, and they give you a boatload of experience. These dummies were worth crazy amounts of experience, which are compounded by the fact that if you used an EXP pot or an EXP soup that gave you additional experience for kills, you get a huge amount of experience from this dungeon, which you'll see here in a second how you're going to be able to do that. But the B is that they dropped a bunch of cool items. So if we look at my character in game, if I hop into the F3 menu, you had the chance to get the silver strength costume, the bronze brawn costume, and then there was the gold one here too. There it is, Heart of Gold. So you could dress up as the different colors of training dummies as they drop the different training dummy costume pieces. So you see I got them all on this character. It was really easy. There were so many of them. You picked them up probably within 2 or 3 days of the event. The other really awesome thing that these guys dropped were legendary gem hammers. And as you know, if you don't have 8 slots on your weapon, you're starved for these legendary gem hammers. They cost a lot of money. They take a lot of resources to craft. So it dropped them like candy. So this was a great event to be able to carry your character, especially since the fact that legendary gem hammers are bound to account. So you could run it on multiple characters, trade over the gem hammers, and have a character ready to go full 8 gem slot in a couple of days. So this is a really solid event for progressing a character. The second dungeon going on is going to be the Frozen Carnival, and this was previously called the Frozen Firing Range event. I think it's the same event, and we'll actually go ahead and mute my video here. But basically this one, you got Yetis and Banshees that were trying to cross the path, fought the Yeti, gave you different rewards, and this gave EXP charms for the rewards, as well as whatever the event currency reward was at the time. So I'm pretty sure that's the event. It doesn't really give enough details in the description to pick it out, but I'm like 99% certain that that's the dungeon. So anyway, this time around, what you're going to be getting as an event currency from both of these dungeons is going to be the Ice Cube, and the Ice Cube can be used for a whole bunch of different things. You get 1 for completing Hongshil's Secret Storehouse, and you get 3 for completing Frozen Carnival. Then there'll more than likely be the 1 additional one you get as a login bonus at the hour-and-a-half time frame that's like always there. In addition to those, you also get them for completing the weekly raids, even though they have them listed as daily raids in the description here, so hopefully they fix it, unless they're actually turning these into daily dungeons, which would be like sick. I don't see why they would do that. But anyway, you have about 240 of these suckers available per the event, so you'll be able to get 236 of the ice cubes from the event. Now, in addition to the ice cubes, for the Hongshil Secret Storehouse, we already mentioned the different items that the dummies drop, so definitely one you're going to want to run every day. And then if we go ahead and look at the Frozen Carnival event, what you're going to get are different chests, and this Carnival Ice chest has ice cubes in it, fortune potions, lucky revitalizers, and then you have the chance at the different EXP pots. So now you're starting to see how this is all going to come together, or at least I hope you are. But if you're not, what you're going to want to do is run the Frozen Carnival event first every day. It's a 6-player dungeon, takes like 3 minutes to clear. After you complete it, you're going to get one of the different Dragon EXP pots, increased experience for your character while clearing a dungeon or clearing enemies, killing mobs. Then what you do is take that EXP pot, pop it, and head into the Hongshil Secret Storehouse, so you get the huge bonus EXP from the mobs, plus the bonus EXP from the Dragon Soup. You will just be racking in the experience on this dungeon, plus all the really cool items. So this is a really solid event dungeon for progressing if you're in that mid-tier gear situation there. Now, like I said, we get 236 of the ice cubes that you can pick from this list of items here. I'm not going to read everything out, but I am going to remind you that this event is running until September 17th. And as we know historically, the new class releases like the middle of September every year. So there's a high probability that this will be your last event before the next class, the Archer, comes out to the NA and EU servers. With that in mind, you might want to stock up on things that your new character could need rather than your older character if you do plan on re-rolling to the Archer class when it comes out, or even if you want to gear it slightly. So things like Divine Greystones that normally aren't like super high in the priority list because you can get them from other sources might be something you want to pick up if you're running this event on an alt, because you can pick up those Divine Greystorms. You can actually get 4 of them from this event on every character based on how many of the ice cubes that you can pick up. So something like that could be a huge purchase that would be really useful. Also remember that when a new class comes out, there is typically a leveling event. So usually you get some crazy bonuses to leveling up, EXP, all those great things. So you don't really need those EXP charms that are usually available here. Kind of a waste, because your next event you're going to be getting EXP charms. Not that anyone ever buys the EXP charms anyway. But yeah, other things that might be useful, upgrading your gem set, because that swaps between all of your characters. And generally, you might want to stay away from the pet packs and the sacred vials, because there's typically soul upgrade events during the new character releases as well. This is just going off of historical data. I could be completely wrong. You could comment in the comment section here in a few months and say, wow, Levi, you are a complete idiot. You got everything wrong. But that's how I'm feeling. That's what I think is going to happen. And it's just going off of personal experience from playing the game for 3 years. But anyway, guys, that is basically it for the event news that we have right here. So if you want to read this on your own, you can check out the description below. It has the link to this actual little release in it. Also, if you want to watch the old Frozen Firing Range event dungeon, I will go ahead and throw that in the description as well down below. So you can watch the old event dungeon and see what it was about back then. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do like the content on the channel, please consider subscribing, as it does mean a lot to me. And once again, at 20,000 subscribers, I will be dyeing my hair neon green. And as always, once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at the next stream, video, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.